everyone. So today's topic is why and how I find enjoyment in what others may consider struggles and challenges. So before we get started on this topic today, first off, I want to be honest. I am a little bit more exhausted and tired than usual, but I'm here and I'm just really grateful to be able to share my message with others and with you. So before I begin as well, I just want to remind you that when I speak and share these topics, it's going to be from my point of view and my perspective, and only from my experiences and maybe experiences that I've shared with others. So I never want you to feel like you need to do anything. I always make sure that I do whatever feels good to me. So thank you for letting me share this. Now, the topic of why I enjoy challenges and struggles. Before I explain to you, I'm going to talk a little bit about how I was a few years ago. I feel like I was presented with a lot of lessons, and that could have been like in relationships with partners that I just wasn't learning, or things at work, or like just home life, just kind of little things that cause stressors and anxiety in my life. And in these situations, I would play the victim in my life. So for instance, like phrases that I was saying was like, why is this happening to me? This is unfair. I just wasn't in a place where I was understanding why these things were happening to me. And I think it was when my father passed away about 3 years ago now, 3.5 years ago. It wasn't until I was like, whoa, I need like a new perspective on life. And even though like that time was hard, not having him physically here, I'm just so grateful for that kind of shock, and like I was basically shaken. And in that, I just was finding gratitude in everything around me. I was appreciating life so much more. And every time like I would wake up, I would write just what I was grateful for. And in this doing, like I was doing a lot of inner work, and like one of the things that helped me get to this place of appreciating like struggles and challenges was loving myself, but loving all parts of me. So the part that was kind and silly and compassionate, lovable, and the part of me that was not so lovable, like maybe not being patient enough, or when I would get upset, or those feelings of sadness and loneliness. Learning to understand them, accept them, and love them, and just appreciate every part of me, because that makes me who I am. And as I was doing this, I also realized to appreciate, the light side and the darker sides of just life in general. And that's, enjoying receiving love from others, enjoying delicious food and being grateful that I'm alive, and, I live in a house and I have clothes. And then also appreciating those moments of challenges. I just found, when my dad passed away, like I had this like huge growth, this like rapid growth. And from that I was like, whoa, like what is this? Like I could have just been depressed and sit at home and not do anything, be stuck when he passed away, but I choose to see life differently. And once I started like practicing this, like I don't know exactly how I realized like, okay, let me try to be grateful for an opportunity that, you know, caused me anxiety or stress. But when I did, I found like I was just calmer. So for instance, like back then, let's say if I was driving and my car broke down, I'd probably be in tears and have anxiety and fear and like, oh my gosh, like what's gonna happen? Like how am I supposed to pay for this? Like why is this happening to me? Where when these like situations were happening, I mean, it took me a while. I wasn't great or an expert at it. And it took for me to kind of step back and just be aware of what happened. So for instance, like if nowadays my car were to break down, you know, yeah, I might get a little bit emotional. I'm like, what's happening? But now I can look at it from a new perspective and say, wow, okay, yes, my car broke down. That's unfortunate. But I am so thankful that I'm alive right now. I'm thankful that I have my phone to call someone and I have friends or, you know, the dealership to like come and tow my car. I'm thankful that I'm able to pay for it if I needed to, and just growing in these opportunities. And I've changed my language from, you know, struggles and challenges to opportunities, because every moment in life is an opportunity for you to be aware of how, or at least for me to be aware of how I react to things. I recently got like this letter in the mail about something, you know, that happening like at home. And the first 30 minutes I was like angry and crying. And it was only 30 minutes and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm alive. I'm alive today. Like that is like such a miracle. Like I can handle this. I am able to handle whatever is thrown my way, and I'm just going to be very mindful. And what I did is I just called, I got some more information about like this letter that I got, and turns out it wasn't as stressful as I thought or as I made it in my head. And it's just a good practice for me to also just be in the moment. So whenever I do feel like that, like, oh my gosh, like something is happening, like what, you know, what's going on? I get to breathe, practice what I've been trying to do like every day, and just breathe and be in this moment and just remind myself, wow, I'm here today. I'm so grateful that I'm breathing, that I can just calm down for one moment and see how I can handle this situation. I also got to this place where I am just looking forward to any opportunity, whether that's being of love or just an amazing like thing, or like something that maybe society considers not that great. When I'm in that mentality, I just feel like I'm learning more about myself, more about others. I'm continuously growing, healing. And like in that, I was able to just be inspired to even be here, to take this opportunity to share this message to be here today. And just know that I am loved, I am blessed, I am abundant, no matter what. If I have all the money in the world or nothing, if I have a home or I don't, really just practicing, just being in that moment and knowing that every opportunity is for me, it's serving me for my higher purpose. And yeah, I get emotional, like very in gratitude of all the things that are presented in my life. Because I know that the universe and God are giving me things that I can handle and that I can take on. And I know I have a huge mission and purpose in life. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunities that I get to be in the present moment and use those opportunities to spread unconditional love to myself, to the situation, and to others. So I hope this message served you. Thank you so much for being here today. And I'm just so appreciative of being in this moment with you, with myself. And I love you all so, 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 so much. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I love you.